Buenas noches. Welcome to Putin Football First on a momentous night, on a momentous morning. I'm TV5. This gentleman here is JP6, and we are celebrating CR7.
Oh, that's very clever. That's very clever, mate. That's not working, is it?
No.
That's very clever, Tony. Well done. Well done. Good morning, everybody. Yes, it is the morning after the night before. What a night of football. I feel fat. We have feasted. We have indeed had the best night of football I think any of us have sat through for a long time.
I reckon across Europe, across Australia, across South America, at one particular point this morning when a certain CR7 scored a free kick, you could just hear the collective gasps going out of every household as that hit the back of the net.
It was indeed. Everyone on our couch literally leapt out of their couch onto the floor.
I woke up children.
I think we woke up
and
the
they weren't
neighbours.
even in my house.
We woke up the neighbours with that goal. In fact, most of the goals in that game. What a feast of football. Look, goals notwithstanding, how about how Spain were playing?
The quality of that game. We spoke about it yesterday. Hopefully, we said it would either peter out to be a dull nil or draw. But the quality would be there. Oh my God, what a game. My favourite match in the World Cup series, in every World Cup before this morning, was France versus Brazil in '86, which ended up in a 1-1 draw. Famously, Zico missed a penalty, Platini missed a penalty, Socrates missed a penalty. It was a quarter-final, France won, and it was just one of the most epic games ever. This last night, or this morning, just
It beat it, didn't it? And look, Tony, I have two words for you. Accidental hero. How about...
Who are you talking about? The referee?
No, I'm talking about the coach of Spain.
Oh, yeah.
Yesterday, I was unfortunately on record as saying Spain's gone. Spain's not gone. Apparently, Spain... look, there's a team that really doesn't need a coach. But
it goes against everything we said. And it was the player that I thought it was when you said Hierro. That was the former player whose name in English means, literally translated, iron.
Well, he ironed out all the creases in the team, and what I loved about him throughout the game, you saw him getting the subs ready to go on, and the way he briefs a sub is by putting him in a headlock and having a chat to him.
He's very physical.
He is, isn't it? You wouldn't be arguing with him at that point, would you? You'd be saying yes sir, no
but
sir.
He's got a certain amount of flair and flamboyancy about him as well. He's like the Spanish version of Yogi Low.
Hopefully without the personal habits.
But they go to the same tailor.
Obviously they do. But he has to be lauded. He sent them out. They played the game of their lives.
It was just true.
Proved the world wrong. It doesn't matter who our coach is. We're going to demolish anybody. I think if there was one team that could stand up to them, it was Portugal.
It was Portugal. And they looked gone at 3-2. And even the commentator, Martin Tyler, just said, they need someone to step up. Is it going to be Ronaldo? Is it going to be one of the other players? Just the intricate passing that they did and to get themselves out of defence. No one ever panicked. They were in total control. They could have been inside their own 6-yard box with 3 players on them, and they just nicely passed it out and just played up.
That's right. And look, it's one of those games that
it's not fair.
You hear the haters of football say it's boring, the scorelines are low, etc. How can you watch that? Tape them to the couch and make them watch this game. They'll be converted. This had everything.
Not even the highlights. Skills. To me, the highlight reel of that match is the 95 minutes of the entire match. Was there a period at all that was boring or slow? It was just intriguing.
And a big shout out. How was Lucy Zellich's hair? The SBS commentary. Lucy, you're looking fabulous.
Did she go to that place in Melbourne that you were
Manhole? I don't think so. No.
Are they responsible for this?
I believe so. I think Val might have had a go at that. Now,
hey Val,
we're going to move away from Portugal.
Hang on, before we do.
You keep doing this to me.
I know, because there's one thing I wanted to
do it now rather than at the end of the show.
I wanted to do it now. Now, you and I are probably, half a brain each, coming together as a collective football brain. Can we just segue back, Harrison, to what we said yesterday about the prediction for the scoreline and what we thought? Roll it.
It does. So watch out for that one tonight. And Tony, what's your tip for Portugal-Spain?
I'll go a 2-1 victory to Spain.
2-1 victory to Spain. I'm going for a draw, just to make life interesting in that group.
3-all draw, 7-all draw.
And look, that sums up the games that are
1. We said 3-3. You said a draw. I said 3-3.
I said a draw. You said 3-3. I think, although there was 7-7 in there somewhere, but we'll ignore that. We'll ignore that. You did pick.
It could have got to 7-7.
Let's just say you picked the score.
The 7 was a subliminal reference to.
Oh, of course. And
7.
And look, just on him. 3 World Cup. This is his 4th World Cup.
Yep.
The first 3 World Cups, he scored 1 goal in each World Cup. So 3 in total. He comes on for 1 game in his 4th against Spain.
Who he's never scored against.
And absolutely slams it a hat-trick. How about that?
Not only that, a few things that... See, we can't move away from this game.
No,
Not only
it's
that,
too hard.
Spain had actually conceded 3 goals in their entire World Cup qualifying campaign.
That's right.
Okay? And so in one match, they conceded 3. Not only that, the great stat that has come out of the game this morning is... Cristiano Ronaldo is now the only player in history that has scored in 8 major tournaments. Started off in Euro 2004,
you're right.
World Cup 2006, Euro 2008, World Cup 2010, Euro 2012, World Cup 2014, Euro 2016.
You've been rehearsing
World Cup
all morning, haven't you?
I practiced it all. I almost got to the end. And World Cup 2018. 8 tournaments. It's unprecedented.
Is it too early to use the term GOAT?
GOAT.
Greatest of all time, Tony. Greatest of all time.
I've never called him a GOAT.
I wasn't talking about you.
You know what I get irritated with? This whole debate around Ronaldo versus Messi, and we hear about it, Pele versus Maradona. I love Pele. I love Maradona. I love Ronaldo. I love Messi. They all bring something different to the table. I don't want to get involved in these arguments. Just sit back and just enjoy
how good
the
is
match.
it?
Don't turn around and go, he scored 3 goals, but Messi's better. Just enjoy the game. It was terrific.
Yeah, look, that's part of football, though. We like to talk and dribble a lot.
Okay.
Can I move on?
We can move on now.
All right. I want to say
Authorised.
another wave to my mate Val down at Manhor. Hey Val, the Iran game, Iran-Morocco. This surprised me. Hats off to Iran. They did very, very well to pull that off. Morocco were, for I think 75% of the game, the better team.
Yeah. The clearer chances.
Oh, of course. Yeah. But Iran did something they don't normally do. They parked the bus.
What, score goals?
No, they've scored a lot of goals. If you'd listened to Coach's Corner yesterday, no, they actually settled back. They put 9 players between the goal and Morocco for 75% of the game. They weren't trying. They were just saying, we're not going to let you in. Morocco had some shots. The goalkeeping was fantastic. They held them out.
Yep.
And then snuck it at the end.
Yeah, that's it.
Iran, I have a soft spot for Iran, as you know, and congratulations, guys. Can't wait to see what happens in the next game.
Yeah, look, you've got to put the odds in your favour. As I remember many years ago when Kenny Dalglish played for Liverpool and Ian Rush, and there was a lot of, all their other rivals were very upset that Liverpool get all their penalties. And I think Dalglish came out and said, yeah, but we get the ball in the box more than other teams. You've got to put the ball in the box to score a goal. And that's what they did. And the defender made a mistake. True. And that's it.
It's so true. Well,
put the odds in your favour.
So many goalkeeping errors. I think we'll see more shots for the rest of the World Cup.
And wasn't it great, going back to the Spain and Portugal game, we can't get off this, the VAR...
You can't go in a straight line, can you?
No. The VAR finally did something. The guys in the VAR room remind me of, remember when the lotto draw used to be televised on TV and they'd say, and over here off to the side are the officials from the State Lotteries office to make sure that everything's fine.
Fair.
Those guys have sat there for 12 years straight, nothing ever happened. I remember one year after... Finally, the machine malfunctioned, and the guys were, we've actually got to do something. It was like the guys in the VAR, they finally had to do something.
But VAR, is that us? Oh, that's us, yes.
Yeah,
hang on a second, how does this work?
Yeah, that's it. Well, Diego Costa's first goal, I thought that was a foul. He lifted his elbow, but again, when you look at the footage after it, the Spanish player was like this. He kind of had one eye on the footage and he got up quickly.
Yes. Pepe, wasn't it?
Yeah, I better run and get back into the defence.
He's renowned for that.
Can we get off Spain and Portugal, please?
Please, can we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on. We've spoken about this.
All right, and the first game last night was Egypt playing Uruguay.
Terrific game.
It was a good game. Uruguay were the favourites for this. They've come into the tournament red hot.
Yeah.
And of course they have Suarez, the most contemptible human being but talented footballer we've ever seen on a paddock.
Love to hate him.
Oh, look, and to be honest, I have to say Egypt played out of their skins.
I thought they played really well. And again, without Mo Salah, he's on the sideline. It was his birthday. Here's your birthday gift, Mo. You're not a
there we were 3 minutes from full time, and you thought Egypt have pulled this off.
Yep.
And Cavani, wasn't it? Yes, Cavani.
No, it wasn't Cavani. It'll come to us in a minute.
Well, one goal in the last 2 or 3 minutes. My heart broke for Egypt. I really felt for them. I felt for their fans. I think they had done a great job.
Yeah, and I thought Uruguay were actually off the pace. They were very clunky up front. Cavani hit a great volley, terrific save, from the keeper, and just one pattern in all those 3 matches. Goals scored in the last few minutes of the match in each of the 3 matches, and each of those goals changed the result.
Yes, yes, and isn't that what the World Cup is all about?
That's it.
All right,
we're going to play for 95 minutes.
That's true. We're going to throw to a break now and be right back. Man, I think Harrison's shitty with us. We keep throwing to a break and we don't have breaks.
We don't have breaks.
He has to come up with a good idea every time.
I think we just keep throwing to breaks.
I think so.
He's too comfortable.
I know. Look, someone needs to referee this game.
That's it.
Hey, you going to put it on
now? Look, I've got this. It looks like it's actually been crawling on my lap.
It's the preview for the Australia-France game. You got to. Come on.
I'm not doing this.
Come on,
no.
Put it on.
It's actually illegal in 17 countries, including Russia. I'm not wearing it. So. Hello everyone, welcome back to Putin Football First, and we're about to preview the matches that are coming up tonight. If you thought 3 matches this morning and last night were tough to get through, tomorrow morning we have 4 to get through. What on earth?
Tony.
Oh my God.
You had me at illegal.
Jeez.
You really did.
You know what's going to happen? We're going to get barred again by FIFA.
Probably. Now, you better tell people what happened last night.
Well, apparently our episode 3, when we went to put it up on social media, said there was a complaint or something to that effect that we had used footage from someone else, and it was going to take about 7 days to sort out.
We breached copyright. We used FIFA's footage of the games.
And who is not using each other's footage in this World Cup? Seriously, it's all for the common good.
That's right. That's right. So thank you, FIFA. Please don't bar us again. Doesn't smell that bad.
It's done 7 park runs.
All right. Yeah, hey, leave it alone. And I'm not standing up. Now, Tony, you brought some food in.
I did. I thought we'd celebrate.
Talk to us about what this is.
I thought we'd celebrate France versus Australia with some traditional dishes here. So we have some French pastries on our left, your right, and the traditional meat pie.
That's not French pastry.
That was when I asked the girl at the pastry shop.
It's a Lamington, dude. That's not French pastry.
It could pass off as pastry.
Look, okay, and the pie.
It's frozen salt. I wonder, is this a subliminal message that France are going to win 3-1?
The budget has no end in this show, doesn't it? I tell you what, if Australia win, I'm eating that pie.
Let's add the French flag to that to make it look.
You can have the Lamingtons if Australia wins. Have we got an Australian flag?
Yep.
You better just that may be a problem.
On there. Hang on.
No.
Sorry, Trump made me do it.
I think we should get some budget and pay for better jokes.
Ed Cavalier wasn't available. I can't get that in as frozen.
Hi there, Ed, by the way. Santo, Sam and Ed, great to see you. Big fans of the show, I believe.
Huge fans of the show.
We are mere amateurs. Yours. Yeah.
This is terrific.
This is lovely. Okay, so the big game.
Yep.
Australia v France. I love this because anything could happen. Everybody knows on paper France should win. Mm-hmm. But anything could happen, and if it was going to happen, Australia might be the team to do it.
I think this will be the most intriguing game for the neutral. So, remember, going back to the previous shows, FIFA puts all these countries into 8 groups, 8 H. I put them in 3 groups of 1, 2 and 3. Group 1, the superstars, the ones that turn up every World Cup thinking they're going to win it. Tonight is a Group 1 match versus us in Group 3, maybe 2.5.
Yeah,
and it's a huge banana peel game for France. All the expectation is on.
Because we're all wearing yellow.
Speaking of bananas, you are bent.
Oh yeah.
So it's all the pressure's on them. I just hope, and there's been a lot of references to the World Cup in 2010, where our opening game was against Germany, and Van Beek,
yeah, whoever,
his name,
whatever.
Great, it's already in the past. He essentially tried to do the defensive lineup against a red-hot Germany.
Ignore that.
That can stay where it is.
Sorry about that. We do believe in you, boys. We really do.
There's the Australian chances just fallen over.
Straight for pine.
Yeah, that's it. So he tried to defend against Miroslav Klose. So, there's guys who just, they scored after 8 minutes, and the final score ended up being 4-0. We've spoken about that, and it was just too big a goal difference to make up. I think this will be different, even if we lose 3-1, 2-1. It's enough. We've got the other games to be able to.
Don't forget the USA forced a draw with
just
days ago.
Yeah.
That'll be in their minds.
And look, they'll be complacent. That was a complacent game again. And maybe, look, it was the last game before the World Cup, so they wanted to save themselves. No injuries. Who knows? But look, let's put these wood ducks on the shelf.
And look, I'd like to give a nod to Ed Cavalier here. He did come up with a strategy for beating France, and that is to start some rumours about the players. There's one thing that upsets a French player, it's a rumour that he didn't start.
You don't threaten us.
Don't start me with the French accent. So look, I think midfield and the centre back combination will be where it is won or lost for us. If we can stay really strong in that sort of spine up the middle at the back. We have the talent up front to jag a goal or two.
Oh, definitely.
And we should be playing aggressive. We should really have a go.
Have a go at them. Yedinak not at the press conference. Do we read too much into that?
I think it's a ruse. We need his experience somewhere on the park at some time during that game. So it'll be interesting to watch. Boys, if you're watching, and Andrew Naboo is a follower of the show, and Naboot, Andrew, from Newcastle, we love you, mate. Hope you score plenty tonight, and good luck, boys. Good luck.
Give them hell.
We're looking forward to it. Right. On
Next
to
match,
other games.
Argentina against Iceland.
The Vikings are back.
Can't wait for this.
I love it.
These guys are terrific. It's a country of 335,000
Apparently
people.
20% of the population is in Russia to watch this game.
To watch it. Extraordinary.
That'll be good.
Oh, it's terrific.
How about Argentina? Are they going to be everything they promised to be?
Look, on paper they're always strong. They've got Messi, the foil for Cristiano Ronaldo. Anything can happen, but in previous World Cups we've seen them score, and again the 90th minute to win 1-0, and they've been a bit clunky. Then they got all the way through to the final. They did that in 1990, played very poorly, got through to the final. I think South American teams have got that, and we saw it last night, this morning with Uruguay. They just have that mentality to get the result, and I think they will get the result. But again, I think it'll be entertaining, and it'll be similar to the France Socceroos match, where Iceland will have nothing to lose, and they are going to go for it.
And look, don't forget that Iceland have got there because they're good enough, and they've got some players with good European experience.
Yep.
Sigurdsson will be leading them out.
Oh, right.
And look, to be honest, I think there'll be a bit of argy-bargy in this one.
As in Sven-Goran Eriksson?
No. He's a little old to take the pitch, but I think it'll be a rough match. I think this will be there'll be a bit of thumpy in this. We don't mind that as long as as you say, no legs are broken.
Yeah, that's it.
I think Argentina will win. I think it'll be ugly. Yeah. But if they start poorly and build through this World Cup, they could be there at the end.
That's it. Yeah, fingers crossed.
Next game, Tony.
So the next match is Peru versus Denmark, the other match in our Group C. And again, we'll be watching this to see who takes the points and how far away the Socceroos are going to be. This will be an intriguing match as well. And Denmark have always got this X factor. They wiped the floor with the Republic of Ireland and won 5-1 in Ireland in the home and away series to qualify for the World Cup. A red hot, again, midfield that transitions up into attack. But Danish teams have traditionally got a really poor defence.
Indeed, and look at Peru. Peru is on fire at the moment.
What, with a 0-0 draw against New Zealand?
Oh, look, that was the last game beforehand. Go to the games before that. Yep. I think Peru will come out absolutely firing, and I think they will belt them. I hope they belt them, because it means we can belt them.
That's it. Peru, again, stuck into 5th spot because other results went their way. Chile lost to Brazil on that last day of the South American qualifiers. Peru slipped in. They then had that home and away clash against New Zealand. Didn't concede a goal. 0 all the way in New Zealand, which I would have thought they would have, been a little bit better.
They were without their cocaine king, by the way.
Were they? That explains everything. And then they won 2-0 at home. Now again, Minnows and New Zealand. Look, again, give them credit. They took the fight to Peru, but it's the first time they've been in the World Cup. I remember them in the '78 World Cup, where people had predicted that they were going to go all the way. and they pardon me. They put in a really decent show then, so we hope they put in a decent show again.
I'm sure they will. I think Peru will be the bolter in this group, and if we can somehow overcome Peru, we can make it through to the next round.
Last one, Croatia against Nigeria. Now, I have no idea about this. Nigeria is always this X factor in World Cups. So I remember, again, USA 94, terrific players. Yekini, there's the images where he scored a goal and he was hugging the net. Terrific physical players, strong on the ball. You can't bump these guys off. What team have they brought to this World Cup? You know, is it going to be the one that just, again, their defences are in a little bit of a shambles, or are they just going to play this beautiful attacking African football that we've seen in the past?
They're capable of it. They really are. Look, I have to say I have a personal soft spot for Croatia. I have friends that are Croatian. I think if Australia get knocked out and Croatia get through, that's the team I'm going to be barracking for.
Yep.
But honestly, this game is the game of the Guernseys. It really is. We've got the red and white check, I think, but these are the two teams with the best two shirts in the tournament. So for no other reason we should be watching this game. Let's see the battle of the catwalk. Nigeria with their fabulous outfits, and Croatia with that red and white check. I think they've done something quite different this year. So,
exactly. And Croatia are battle hardened as well, coming through the whole European qualifiers. They're not easy to get through, so they're going to do well. Look forward to that match
Croatia.
As well. Yeah, I think they'll get through. I think they'll win.
And look, on that note, Tony, I think we've dribbled on long enough. So we should wind up. It's a big day today. We've got to get some sleep before the Australia-France game tonight. We'll be out on the town. I hope you enjoy it too.
Yes.
And look, go Aussies. We're looking forward to reporting tomorrow a great win.
And even the media have got on board too. I've noticed in the last few days that the buzz is building around the Socceroos, around the commercial stations, which is.
And look, little known fact: the Fanatics over there in Russia. Hi guys, good to see you all. They're being led tonight in a concert by Daryl Braithwaite.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, a man you associate with football
all the time.
6 days out of 7.
Robbie Williams, Russia. Daryl Braithwaite, Socceroos.
Australia. It says how well we're going to go, doesn't it? Yeah.
That's it.
Daryl, knock 'em dead tonight, mate.
We'll be riding.
Good luck, everybody. Hope you all have a great time from Newcastle.
Yep.
We're really looking forward to seeing you again.
Oh, by the way, before we go,
Tony, every time
it just occurred to me who scored for Uruguay after looking it up. It was Jimenez.
Jimenez.
It wasn't Cavani. It was Jimenez.
You're right, Jimenez cricket.
Jimenez cricket.
Bye all. Oh, sponsors. We'd like it. Before we go, sponsors, Murray's Brewery. Great to talk to you. Looking forward to hearing from you.
See you next time.